Now I'm going to demonstrate running revenue generation and reviewing the posting log. In this demonstration, we're going to recognize revenue for the following project. In reviewing the accounting tab, at the lowest level of the work breakdown structure, we can see that the lower levels are currently configured to use method W, which is going to be recognizing job-to-date billings plus WIP at billing. This is typically performed on projects that are not invoiced on a regular basis, that are recurring time and materials related expenses. For this project, let's go ahead and double check the reporting. As we navigate to reporting, and we run our office earnings report, we can see that the current project has no revenue, billed or unbilled, currently charged against it. As I come down and I examine project's billing terms, we can see that the project is currently set up for rates for reporting, not invoicing, on the Rates tab, and the Fee tab is currently set up for fixed fee invoicing. As I examine interactive billing, we can see that the project has a collection of labor against it that has not yet been recognized as revenue. We can also see related expenses. Since we're not ready to invoice this project yet for the fixed fee invoicing, let's go ahead and run revenue generation to recognize revenue. I'm going to navigate down to Accounting and select Revenue Generation. Select my project. Because this project is using method W, I'm going to need to select the box, Use Reporting Rate for billing rate-based calculations. I'm also going to post the transaction immediately after calculation. Select Run, then select Yes in the pop-up window. We can see that revenue generated for 4 records. As I navigate back up to Reporting, and I regenerate the Office Earnings Report, we can see that revenue has been recognized for all of the outstanding WIP. This project has not yet been invoiced. This is why the billed column is currently blank. Revenue generation updated the unbilled. This way revenue is equal to billed plus unbilled. Current revenue recognized for the project is $59,500. Now let's examine the journal entry to make sense of the posting that occurred. I'm going to navigate down to Transaction Center, Posting Review, and locate my journal entry transaction. We can see here that the journal entry debited the unbilled services and credited the unbilled revenue general ledger accounts. Now let's run invoicing and rerun our reports. I've generated my invoice. Now I'm going to go ahead and post my invoice posting log. Now that I've posted my invoice, let's go ahead and view the details. When examining the posting log of the invoice, we can see that VantagePoint debited the AR client and credited the billed labor revenue account. But VantagePoint also debited the unbilled revenue and credited the unbilled services. When we ran RevGen, it did the opposite. Let's go ahead and examine these two transactions side by side. In reviewing the two transactions, The journal entry recognized revenue by debiting the unbilled services and crediting the unbilled revenue general ledger account. Once the invoice was posted, those numbers were completely reversed out. At this point, revenue is now going to be equal to what has been invoiced. On the next timesheet cycle, once the timesheets have been posted and RevGen has been generated again, revenue for the project will be increased based on those new WIP amounts. As we navigate back to reporting and re-examine our office earnings report, when reviewing the office earnings report, we're going to want to focus on the job to date column. As we can see here, the revenue is equal to $59,500. Next time we run revenue generation, revenue will then be equal to billed. Let's go and run it one more time. Now that we've completed revenue generation, let's review the office earnings report one last time. We can now see on the job to date column total for the project that revenue is now equal to billed, and the unbilled WIP amounts have been cleared out. Next time new WIP has been posted and revenue has been ran, that WIP will then be recognized as part of revenue.